Hey guys, this is continuation series of the Python programming. In this video, we'll learn programming paradigms hierarchies. We have number of paradigm programming like the function programming, procedure, object-oriented, modular. We will see Python is lies actually where. As we discussed in the last video, in Python program, first we need to write down source code, means first we need to make a Python program. Then we will start the compiling part of it. How we will run it? Python program file .py, the file extensions. We need to run this command, and command is python space and program name. Suppose this is main.py. We need to write down like away. So this we need to do. So once this Python program is successfully done it, then it will generate a bytecode. And while generating the bytecode, guys, and bytecode means the .pyc file. And as I told you also, pyc file we cannot see. This is hidden only. But in the runtime it will generate it. At the time of the bytecode generated, there is also one more thing it will check, that is error checking. Okay, it will already check the error, so it does not have error, so everything is fine. Then translate will become, means translate to the machine code. Whatever the bytecode we need to convert into machine code. That process will be started. In this process, who will help it? The Python virtual machine. The Python virtual machine is nothing the interpreter. Okay, the Python virtual machine will help it, and it will generate a final the machine code. And this machine code means the operating system related code. If we are in the Mac related. If we are in the Linux related. So PVM is actually operating system dependent thing. And this process means this bytecode related thing, right? And this bytecode related thing, guys, will make it Python to the platform independent. Java also bytecode we have, right? And that is also we called platform independent. Similar to that, Python is also platform independent. And thus Python independent, and who is actually Python to make to independent? The bytecode, because this is intermediate code. So that means this bytecode, once we will get it, we can run on any operating system, right? And that operating system, what it will do? Only transpile it, or either I can say only interpret it. Interpreter means line by line code, it will interpret and execute on the machine specific code. And who done the heavier work is compiler. So what the compiler did it? Compiler already did it. The compilation of code means error checking, everything is they done it. And we get the bytecode, and bytecode now actually interpreter will be interpret in the form of the machine code. As you can see, next thing is how the Python achieve platform independence. That is what I explained to you. Python code written in Python language, Python virtual machine. The PVM will help out to execute that code and machine specific code. Okay, in between them we have bytecode. And that bytecode is actually making it a platform independent. So this part is actually platform dependent, means every operating system they have their own PVM, Python virtual machines. This Python virtual machine will execute the bytecode, and bytecode is platform independent, right? Okay, next part is paradigm. We have so many paradigm, right? You can see function programming, procedure, object-oriented, modular, directive, declarative, event-driven, logic, imperative, concurrent, also so many we have. Every paradigm has their own benefit also, but mostly what paradigm we are considering it is the top 4. Function programming, or we can say the procedural also, both are the same thing, that is coming into same category. Then we have object oriented, and then we have the modular programming. So what is this actually paradigm of to programming? The paradigm of the programming is, guys, to solve the problem. The problem could be the bigger or smaller could be. Okay, so over here we can see the program are built using functions. Means all the program, whatever the program we have, they are made in the functions. And definitely we have data also, right? So these data will communicate through the functions. We need to work on the data. It could be calculated tax, it could be anything. So the main feature of our program is around the function only. That is called function programming. Generally, we have, these are the language. And here we can say procedure. As I told you, procedure or the function, almost we have same also. Okay, the key feature is step-by-step instructions, loop, condition. And here also almost we have the same, means almost function oriented we have. And what kind of thing we can use? Small platform, means when we wanted to write down the function, small thing only. Another thing is we have object oriented. Object oriented means, guys, when we have the class. Class means definitely class has some property and some behavior also, right? Means we have the field and their actually functionality of that field. Functionality on that field. So these class will communicate how we will make the object of the classes. right? So these classes will be communicate in the form of object only, right? So if we need to be communicate any class function, we need to be create the object of the class. So that we called as object oriented. And mostly we have Java, C#, C++, all are object oriented. Even Python is also object oriented. So Python has the function also, Python has the object oriented also. Okay. So JavaScript, where is like it? JavaScript, we have functions and the object oriented also. Both we have it also, right? Another thing is, what is modular programming? Modular programming means provide the divide into independent module. Means suppose we have a school, we will divide the school into the teachers, students, staff, transport, sales, account. These are the department. Means we will divide our whole application or program in a micro project, or you can say module, or we can say packages also, right? Or what we call namespace also. In some programming we call namespace also. What is the benefit of these things is modular means code reusability and separation of concern. Means a related thing we will put into that particular module. What kind of things will we achieve it? Large project. So we can say, guys, Python can be do functional, even object oriented, and modular programming language, right? So what is the Python paradigms is modular, means divide our program into modular, that is we call package, object oriented, function, and the basic concept of the programming. Definitely we have the fundamental of programming also we have, right? So now Python is actually taking part of every small to the bigger level also, right? So what is the feature of the Python is object oriented. Object oriented means everything communicate in the form of object only. Encapsulation, inheritance, abstractions, polymorphism, all are the object oriented feature, right? So Python is fully supported all this thing also. Large standard library, definitely Python is have very large standard library also. Means we have so many modules, we have so many packages we can download, or we can coordinate with the third-party packages also. High level language, as we already discussed, Python is high level language. Means natural, normal in English form we need to write down. It easy to read and write. Which language is what we cannot read and write is binary language, okay? Or machine level language we can say. Another thing is a open source. Yes, Python is open source, totally free. We can use it also. Even we can make n number program also. There is no such a license cost. Python is easy to code. Yes, syntax wise, accessibility wise, Python is less. Python is actually easy, and even we need to write down less line of code as comparison to other programming languages. Python is portability, that we can say the platform independent, that we already discussed. Python is a platform independent, or we can say portability by the bytecode, as we discuss it also. Another thing is full of community support. Yes, Python has lot of community, lot of thing also, and nowadays we have AI, machine learning, everything in the Python also, right? So Python has, these are the major feature we have, and we have other feature also. Okay, that's it guys for this video. Here we'll learn about the Python feature paradigm and how the Python program is compiled and converted into machine level language. In next video, we'll learn how to install a Python and how many ID we have that we can utilize for writing down the source code of it. Okay, so till the time you guys can go through this video, and please write down comment if you have any doubt also. See you in the next video. Till the time, happy coding.